Today, I'm going to talk to you about different ways to express sympathy when there's a tragic or unfortunate event. In this lesson, I will talk to you about some very useful expressions. Now, these expressions are to be used when somebody close to you or somebody you know or somebody from work is going through a rough time. And these are things you can say to comfort a person, express your concern, or just express your sympathy. So something that I wanted to mention that is very important is that when somebody's going through a rough time or when they're going through a loss, we want to make sure that we have the right words to comfort this person. We don't want to use something that can be potentially offensive. So it's very important that you pay attention to the context and that you say the right things. I'm going to provide you kind of some of the context that we can use these words in and what you should say. So first I want to talk to you about smaller losses or problems. If somebody is going through an issue, but it's not incredibly tragic. So here's something you can say in this case. I hope things get better soon. Now this one is very general. It can literally apply to almost any problem that somebody's going through. Maybe they're having a rough patch in their relationship, or maybe the situation at home is not good, or things at work are a little bit difficult. This can cover a whole lot of different things. It just shows that you care and that you want this person to be better. I hope things get better soon. Let's look at another one. I hope you feel better. So this one is obviously a little bit more specific, and it has to do with illness. If somebody is going through an illness or through a sickness, you can tell them that you hope they feel better.
Well, I hope you feel better, Clark.
I hope you feel better, Santa.
I hope that you feel better, Gus.
Well then, I hope you feel better.
Now again, something important to mention is you shouldn't really say this to somebody who's going through a really bad illness or a chronic illness, because they might not get better, and it might be one of those things where it's just really inappropriate. Only use it for illnesses where you know the person is going to recover. Okay, so what do we say for even more serious illnesses, more serious problems, or even death? Here are some things you can say. The most common one by far is I'm sorry for your loss. This one's very common, and it can also be very professional. If a coworker or your boss or somebody at work is going through a personal tragedy like a death, we say I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Sorry for your loss.
My lady, I'm sorry for your loss.
It's very appropriate, it's not offensive, and you can safely use it. Now, if somebody's going through something, and this doesn't have to be related to death, but it can be, it is you are in my thoughts. You are in my thoughts, or I'm thinking of you. Now, many people, if they're religious, and if you know that the other person is religious as well, and they would benefit from this, you can also add you are in my thoughts and prayers. Otherwise, you can just say you are in my thoughts, or I am thinking of you. And this can mean if somebody's going through an illness, a serious illness, or a personal problem or tragedy, or a death. You can say you are in my thoughts. This next one is only in case of death. You can say, please accept my condolences. Very important, you only say this if somebody had passed away.
Please accept my heartfelt condolences at this most difficult hour.
Please accept my sincere condolences for your father.
Please express my condolences to their families.
Mrs. Ostrova, please accept my condolences on behalf of the President and the people of the United States.
And that's the only time that it's appropriate to say this expression of sympathy. Here's another one. I am saddened to hear about your loss. This again has to do with death, and it can be interchangeable with some of the ones we've already said. And the last one, also relating to loss, is my heart is with you in this time of loss. And this one, just like the other ones, are expressions that relate to a loss of life, to death. Now, what I wanted to say is that you can use a combination of these or more than one of these to express your sympathy to somebody. So, for example, you can say, I'm so sorry for your loss. You are in my thoughts. Please accept my condolences. But you don't have to. You can use just one of these and it will effectively convey the message that you're trying to send, which is that you are thinking about this person in their time of need. So I hope you really never have to use these expressions, but the truth is that sometimes life is unexpected and somebody that we know is going through a rough time, and this is when this vocabulary will really come in handy. It's very important that we have to find the right words to comfort our friends and family and coworkers in their time of need. So in the comments, please write down what other expressions do you want us to talk about, and maybe we'll do a video lesson. If you found this video useful, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.